It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the Jaguars, leader at quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Jaguars and the Bills on Thursday night.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for...
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Throwing on first down, Calhoun. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it'll be second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Calhoun. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Bills send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is fielded at the 27. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Well, look at the numbers for Parker in last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On second down now, it's Parker. Gets past one man. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action. Olsen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Olsen looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. His second rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that cause you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
To throw on 3rd down, Calhoun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Olsen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Gibson, and he's got him going across the formation. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. Olsen throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Olsen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Olsen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
$21-0 our score after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2.
From the 25, here's second down and 8.
Looking to throw. Calhoun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Calhoun.
This pass is caught. It's Peoples-Jones with it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Second and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hughes.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Calhoun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hughes. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Calhoun. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle they go. Parker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He finds Parker.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Olsen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. Now a give right side. Parker pushing his way through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Olsen. That's complete to the corner. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Olsen. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now here's a throw. It's complete, and he goes out right around the 39. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hughes. And some room to maneuver. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Calhoun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Off the play fake. Calhoun. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's complete right around the 8. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now he's forced out left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. To throw on second down, Olsen, and he whips that one incomplete there. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Back to throw again.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 52 yards.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
On first down, Calhoun steps away to his left. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. Back to throw. Calhoun. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. Off play action. Calhoun.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we're into the...
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Up the middle they go. It's Parker. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play.
2 yards to go, second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try the left side. Parker, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. It's Parker, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Calhoun looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down. Calhoun. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Calhoun. And this is incomplete.
Well, if you got to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Parker.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Olsen.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Olsen.
That'll be caught by Parker.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, up big with still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now a give, right side. It's Parker, and he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Back to throw. Olsen.
And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2.
124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Olsen. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
It's Jackson again on the reception.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. To throw on 2nd down. Olsen. He's able to find Wallace. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Parker.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills.
And they unfortunately are staring at a many losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st and 10, Calhoun.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Calhoun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
144 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On 2nd down, it's Parker. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 3rd down, Parker.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run on 1st down. Parker. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down now, it's Parker. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Jacksonville, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.